Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to give you 11 latest defense updates. At number 1, Egypt, India in talks for sale of Pralay TBM. According to Lebanon-based publication Tactical Report, the Egyptian Ministry of Production, that is MOMP, is in talks with India's Defense Research and Development Organization for the sale of a Pralay Tactical Ballistic Missiles, that is TBM. The report also says that Egypt is also seeking a transfer of technology that will allow local production rights to Egypt for the missile to be produced domestically. Second, India to start getting fresh F-404GE IN-20 engines. In 2021, Indian aerospace company Hindustan Aeronautics Limited signed a $716 million contract for 99 General Electric F-404 engines GE Aviation that will be used to power 73 LCA Tejas Mk1A and 10 Tejas Mk1A trainer aircraft. GE Aviation will commence deliveries of the first batch of F-404GE and IN-20 engines later this year, and the deliveries will continue once the production of LCA Tejas Mk1A jets take off. GE Aviation plans to deliver the first batch of F-404GE IN-20 engines in 2029, as HAL and IAF plan to keep around 14 to 16 engines as a backup. Next, India to start testing 100 kilowatt laser air defense system. According to the Financial Express, DRDO, that is working on the development of directionally unrestricted ray gun arrow, that is Durga. It might begin the laboratory testing phase of the 100 kilowatt weapon that will be most effective against short-range threats such as rockets, mortars, drones, and anti-tank missiles. A laser air defense system is not meant to replace existing short-range air defense system, but to supplement and complement them, shooting down smaller projectiles and leaves larger ones for the more robust missile-based batteries. Next, Skylark 3 with ISTAR capabilities on offer to Indian armed forces. Garuda Aerospace teamed up with Albit Systems are offering Skylark 3, a tactical mini UAV system that can deliver organic airborne ISTAR intelligence, surveillance, target acquisition, and reconnaissance capabilities to the division, brigade, and battalion levels. Skylark 3 can be operated from both dismounted and vehicle-based operations. Skylark 3's high-resolution, gimbaled and stabilized dual EO/IR payload facilities a wide range of applications including over-the-hill intelligence, force and envoy protection, strategic infrastructure protection, border patrol, and security operations. Next, need 5-6 squadrons in short time frame. In an interview with The Week, Air Chief Marshal Vivek Ram Chaudhary, Chief of the Air Staff, stated that the IAF to mitigate the effects of a reduction in overall fighter squadron strength, at least 5 to 6 fighter squadrons must be included in shortened time frames. The Air Chief Marshal emphasized that the IAF is aware of the PLAAF's, that is People Liberation Army Air Force, ongoing expansion. To close the gap, we must invest in strengthening our capabilities. In order to achieve this, the induction and procurement of fighter aircraft force multipliers such as AWACS, EWNC, Airborne Early Warning and Control System, tankers and unmanned platforms must be accelerated. Next, India's response to China was strong and firm, says Jaishankar. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar on Saturday highlighted India's strong and firm counter-response to India, which tried to unilaterally change the status quo on the line of actual control in May 2020 amid the COVID-19 pandemic, and more recently in the Thwang sector of Arunachal Pradesh in December last year. Speaking to the Tughlaq's 53rd annual day function, the External Affairs Minister said, on the northern border, China is seeking to change the status quo by bringing large forces, violating our agreements despite COVID. Remember, this happened in May 2020. Our counter response was strong and firm. Next, Pak consulate brings up freedom of Uyghur, Islamabad, says account hacked. Hours after tweeting that Islamabad and Beijing will work closely on matters of mutual interest, including rights and freedoms of Uyghurs community, Pakistan backtracked, saying that their Twitter handle of Pakistan Consulate General Chengdu had been hacked. The tweet referred to Pakistan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs being thankful to China for support of flood victims, and then mentioned concerns regarding the Uyghur community. Next, conspiracies by neighbouring countries against India will fail. Upendra Dwivedi, General Officer, Commanding in Chief of the Army Udhampur-based Northern Command, stated that conspiracies by neighbouring countries against our nation will fail, and those who use it for political gain will face appropriate retaliation. During a Veterans Day rally in Rajouri, he stated that they eliminate terrorism and foil such attempts by neighbouring countries. Rajouri is the land of heroes, and it has been allowed the neighbouring nations' conspiracies and nefarious plans to succeed. Next, Hindu terrorism does not exist. Politicians coined the term for appeasement, says RTI activist. Activist Praful Sharda, who filed an RTI application seeking details of terrorist organizations operating in India, has said that some politicians coined the term Hindu or saffron terrorism for appeasement policies. In his RTI application, the activist sought information that how many terrorist organizations are active in India. He asked the names of and details of these organizations. India's counter-response shows country won't be coerced by anybody. India's counter-response to terrorism emanating from Pakistan and to aggressive cross-border skirmish with China displayed that the nation will not be coerced by anybody, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar said on Saturday. He added that the country will do everything to ensure its security. The Balakot air strikes conducted by the Air Force in response to the Pulwama terror attack had sent the much-needed message across, he said, referring to the incident in 2019. Next, G20's first infrastructure working group meeting to be held in Pune on January 16 and 17. G20 first infrastructure working group meeting under India's G20 presidency is scheduled to be held on January 16-17 in Pune. The IWG meeting will bring together the member countries of the forum, guest countries and international organizations invited by India to discuss the 2023 infrastructure agenda under India's G20 presidency, and it will be hosted by the Department of Economic Affairs, Ministry of Finance, along with Australia and Brazil as the co-chairs, the official statement of the Ministry of External Affairs said. Thanks. I hope you like it. Please comment, share and